Ford recently dropped a bombshell by announcing an unexpected partnership with Tesla. Yes, you heard that right. Ford and Tesla, two giants in the electric vehicle world, are joining forces to offer Ford electric vehicle owners access to over 12,000 Tesla supercharger stations. This surprising move has left industry insiders and enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. But why is Tesla helping Ford? Is Ford also offering them something in exchange? Well, that's the topic of interest today in this video. Keep watching till the end to figure out the whole scenario. Let's not forget that Tesla has always charted its course, often making headlines due to its brilliant CEO, Elon Musk, and his unpredictable antics. However, despite their differences, the CEOs of both companies have come together to reveal this groundbreaking collaboration. Starting in 2025, future Ford electric vehicles will incorporate the Tesla connector, while current Ford electric vehicle owners will be able to plug into superchargers starting in spring 2024 using a CCS to Tesla connector. Tesla refers to its plug-in connector design as the North American Charging Standard, or NACS. Although some engineers have raised objections since it didn't follow the conventional standard development process. Experts believe this deal is an absolute stroke of genius on Ford's part, and here's why. First and foremost, it will give Ford a massive marketing edge over any other electric vehicle manufacturer that isn't Tesla. Imagine the bragging rights of being able to charge your Ford at any Tesla supercharger across the country. Second, it puts immense pressure on existing fast-charging networks like Electrify America and EVG to up their game and improve reliability. Ford's move has set the bar high, and other networks will need to step up if they want to compete. Lastly, it remains to be seen whether Ford will completely replace its existing CCS J1772 connector with the Tesla connector, or simply add it alongside. The possibilities are intriguing. In return for this collaboration, Tesla will receive significant revenue, potentially offsetting the billions it has invested in building the supercharger network over the past 11 years. This influx of funds will enable Tesla to expand its supercharger network even further by December 2024. Who knows? They might even consider updating their remaining V2 superchargers, although that's not covered in the Ford deal. Additionally, Tesla can now use Ford's participation as evidence to support its claim that the Tesla connector should become the new standard. Ford has long recognized the chaos surrounding public fast-charging infrastructure. They introduced the plug-and-charge protocol with their very first Mustang Mach-E in late 2020, streamlining the charging process for users. They even deployed a fleet of Charge Angels in October 2021 to test the reliability of different public charging stations, and the results proved that improvements were sorely needed. Not only did Ford address the issue head-on, but they also played hardball with charging networks. They threatened to remove problematic sites or even entire networks from their Blue Oval Charge network of charging sites, unless the issues were promptly resolved. And now, with this groundbreaking move, Ford has instantly doubled the number of fast-charging locations available to their electric vehicle drivers. They have given their customers access to the most reliable and extensive electric vehicles fast-charging network in North America, Tesla's Supercharger network. If you've never driven an EV, you might not fully appreciate the significance of having ubiquitous, reliable, and tightly integrated public fast-charging infrastructure for making road trips feasible. Tesla understood this right from the start, especially since their Model S was one of the few electric vehicles in 2012 with a range of over 200 miles. To make long-distance travel convenient, Tesla created an ecosystem where charging, navigation, and billing were seamlessly integrated, much like Apple controls its entire ecosystem. Now, Ford becomes the only automaker, aside from Tesla itself, to proudly proclaim, "You can charge your EV at any charging site in the US." Current Ford EV owners will receive a Tesla-designed adapter, which will be produced in ample quantities through the collaboration between the two manufacturers. As for Ford's next generation of electric vehicles, they will have the Tesla port built right in, allowing owners to effortlessly plug into any supercharger station. This gives Ford a significant advantage over Tesla's current model, which relies on a limited number of supercharger cables to charge CCS-equipped cars via its Magic Dock automatic connector. Non-Tesla EV owners need to use the Tesla app to reserve a Magic Dock-equipped pedestal at one of the few supercharger sites that have them. Ford's solution removes this limitation and offers a truly convenient and widespread charging experience. Public charging sites outside the Tesla network face criticism for their unreliability, prompting car makers' frustration. The Ford-Tesla deal serves as a warning to networks like Electrify America to improve reliability and comfort. It's worth mentioning that no fast-charging network is profitable at present, as they strive to establish more stations and comply with legal obligations like Electrify America's consent order with the EPA. Ford's recent deal with Tesla has put pressure on competitors and shaken the industry. Ford can now direct customers to Tesla if competitors don't meet their standards. The announcement hints at potential changes without providing specific details. Now let's address the elephant in the charging station. Will Ford drop the widely used J1772 and CCS connectors? It's far from certain. In fact, due to the compact nature of Tesla's connector, adding it alongside the existing ports would occupy less space. Imagine a car with a versatile fuel filler door that can accommodate both gasoline and diesel emission fluid. Similarly, adding a Tesla port alongside the CCS port would be beneficial. However, removing the J1772 connector would inconvenience future Ford EV owners who rely on Level 2 public charging cables. Additionally, dropping the CCS connector would necessitate bulkier adapters for thousands of charging stations, including those funded by the government's National Electric Vehicle Initiative. Ford would face the risk of abandoning these fast-charging stations and burdening owners with cumbersome adapters. But wait, there's more. Ford was surprised by the public's interest in the F-150 Lightning's ability to power a house for up to 3 days. This concept, called vehicle-to-home, comes before vehicle-to-grid technology, which allows electric vehicles to support grid stability through two-way charging. However, the Tesla connector's software only allows for one-way charging, making it inconvenient for using a Tesla as a home backup power source. Ford might introduce the Tesla connector alongside CCS J1772 in its new electric vehicles to provide charging compatibility without adapters. Building a comprehensive DC fast-charging infrastructure is still in its early stages for the upcoming EV revolution. The future of charging networks beyond 2030 is uncertain, with the possibility of mergers and new players entering the market. In one fell swoop, Ford's bold move has sent a clear message to all existing charging networks. Their current offerings simply aren't up to par. To all of our surprise, now it's not only Ford, but General Motors also joined the same league. General Motors CEO Mary Barra said that GM's future electric cars will use Tesla's North American charging standard. Starting in the spring of 2024, GM owners will be able to use Tesla's large network of fast chargers called superchargers, which has around 12,000 units. In the beginning, existing GM electric car owners will get special adapters to use the Tesla charging standard by early 2024. Barra is excited that GM's electric car customers can use Tesla's fast chargers with this adapter. GM plans to make the Tesla charging standard a part of its vehicles and mobile apps. Tesla has the largest and most extensive charging network in the U.S., with 17,000 fast and reliable charging plugs conveniently located near major travel routes. Tesla has signed agreements with GM and Ford, allowing their electric vehicles to charge at 12,000 Tesla supercharger plugs starting next year. Analysts predict that other automakers will likely follow suit to avoid a competitive disadvantage. Non-Tesla EV owners, specifically GM or Ford models, may need to purchase adapters to connect to Tesla chargers, while other electric vehicles won't have access to Tesla chargers. However, there is a growing network of public stations with CCS connectors, totaling almost 54,000 locations and 139,000 plugs, although only 7,400 of them are fast chargers. By 2027, it's expected that most new electric vehicles in North America will adopt Tesla's charging system. So, by 2025, Ford and GM will produce electric vehicles with the Tesla charging port, replacing the current port standard. This move may encourage other car makers to follow suit, signaling Tesla's dominance in the charging network. Ford's and GM's partnership with Tesla reflects confidence in Tesla's network, and its CEO, Elon Musk, aims for greater EV adoption. Even Rivian is about to join the community now. Amazon-backed Rivian, a manufacturer of electric trucks and SUVs, will use Tesla's North American charging standard. Beginning in 2025, Rivian's R1T truck and R1S SUV will have charging ports in the NACS design, and subsequent models will also have ports in the Tesla type. Rivian owners will be able to utilize adapters to access Tesla's supercharger network by the spring of 2024. Despite being less prominent than GM and Ford, Rivian's action is important for the spread of the Tesla standard. Due to this increasing popularity of its charging standards, Tesla could be eligible for federal funding for charging stations. What are your thoughts on this groundbreaking agreement? Do you believe this collaboration will accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you found this video informative and enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more updates on the latest advancements in the automotive industry. Thanks for watching.